Hi everyone, welcome back. This is a quick run through. This is a custom order for a lady called Fara who wanted a travel journal for her daughter. Now I've already made one for Fara herself, so I roughly knew the countries, but I wanted to make it a little more generic, a little more open. Now Fara asked for, I had an idea of a cover that looked like a travel journal, that looked like a suitcase, a well-travelled suitcase. I had a play around and I couldn't come up with something I liked. So, Fara, this is my interpretation. Now, you may not like it, I hope you do, but I'm quite pleased with it. What I've done is I've actually made you a suitcase. So, we have, if I go back into shot, so we have sides, we have a bottom, we have, oops. Now it is just a presentation case. That's all it is. It is because it's not sturdy. It wouldn't stand up to being chucked around in suitcases. The journal will, but the box won't. It's only made of card. So for fastening we have a couple of magnets to keep it together. We have straps which I've used. I used to have some of the crackle paint, the Tim or Ranger stuff, and I couldn't get it, so I've got something different. And I have to say it's a lot cheaper. It is Deco Art Crackle Glaze, and it's, yeah, cheaper and just as good. So there you go, a bit of so we got those, which are actually cardboard, covered in the crackle glaze, and then just distressed. Loads of different luggage stickers and some, can't think what they call, yeah, the paper, what used to be, when I was a kid, paper clips. And the back is just a plain suitcase. So, oh, fabric, I should say. I couldn't decide what to cover it with, so I put fabric on it. So if we go inside, we have a journal. Right, oh, I think I need to zoom out a little. There we go. We have a journal which sits in the box. So if I take the journal out and close the box up, there we go. We have, that's a little easier to manage. The tape on the back is just to give it a bit of strength. I have got Tyvek on the seam as well inside, but on the hinge. But God, this takes me back to my mini album days. Right, that's that one. Journal, normal size, 6, 8 3/4, and this is a travel journal. If I get it into focus, so we have a collage of different associated ephemera on the front, lace. I've called this one My World because it is, and I was thinking, what do I do in my journals? So when we go away, I get loads and loads of pictures and tickets and bills and restaurant sort of stuff. And business cards I pick up from virtually every shop I go into. And that's what it is. It's my little bit of the world, my take on it. So I'm hoping that this is this young lady's take. So we've got a 2-inch spine, ridges on it, plain on the back. Oh, there is a stick pin. Thank you, Lisa. A lady called Lisa Rowan has got me going mad on these stick pin things. They are, yeah, very good. So Sari Silk, Tim Holtz fastener. And if we go inside, we have, so it started off being retro and then has ended up sort of retro stroke vintage, I think is the best way to describe it. So we have tags, book papers, lots of French, English and German dictionaries, a bit of Spanish as well, I think, somewhere. So, plenty of room for pictures. I've used, these are old book covers, scans of book covers on those. So the light's not brilliant, so if that's better. And then little notes, maps. Centre. So this is a fun thing. places she may have visited, or places yet still to go. The world is a huge place. There's a place I would like to go and have a look around, Peru. So we have book cover, old pictures, flip outs. Differences between English and American usage. Waistcoat, a vest. Milk bar, soda fountain. No, don't think so. Hitchhiker. Okay. We have a collage. That's a glassine bag. They are empty. The bags, there are 2 or 3 bags in here and they're all empty. So we have a tag. Norway. It's a young lady at the seaside. Italy. Another collage. Bag. Some interesting English usages. Blimey, I gotta learn to read it first before I can say it. Envelope. I love that picture. Grand Canyon. And we have a couple of little tickets. A steam train, magnificent. They had the Flying Scotsman in Bristol. I think it was last year it came through. Get quite emotional looking at those things. Nice cottage. See, that could be anywhere. It's in Hertfordshire, I think, in days gone by, but it could be anywhere. The spells of the Caribbean islands. These are the bits that I could never figure out why, if they had sails, if they had a steam. So they've obviously got a steam engine, funnel, and then they've got sails. So I'm sure somebody could put me right. I could probably Google it, but it's like, yeah, whatever. It's one of those questions. It's one of those questions that occurs from time to time and you think, why are butterflies called butterflies? Why aren't they called flutterbies? Japan and China. One of the great mysteries of life. Oh, an Edwardian picture of Paris. As I said, started out quite retro and then ended up sort of vintagey retro. Little collage. English dictionary. I thought that was quite appropriate, these book pages. The arrival. Eustace is led to an adventure. Right. An envelope. Cambodia. I don't know, I've been on a little sort of prop plane thing. Didn't feel very safe, but I think that would feel even more unsafe. Collage. Bag. It's difficult to know for a travel journal just how much to put in and how much space is needed, so I'm hoping I've left plenty of journaling and sweet couple, but also plenty of interest. Poem there, after a journey. The return of the native. So I have thought about this, the return of the native. Three wise men in their knitted swim trunks. You can't really take them seriously in knitted swimming trunks. I couldn't work out if this was, it's a Japanese picture, and I couldn't work out if it was actually real or maybe some sort of fantasy moonscape, but love the colours, so it ended up in your book. Tuck spout. So I took one man and his camel. Oh no, sorry, one lady and her camel. That was it. That was why I put that in. Another sweet couple. Again, this is swim trunks. Collage. Tags. I have to admit, I had to look at this twice. Seaside Walks, and when I first read it, Seaside Walks of a Naturist. And I'm thinking, okay, you know, a bit chilly maybe. And then I looked at it again, and Naturalist. Okay, panic over. I can put that in. Some more English dictionary. What's that? Fairground. I love that. That's an illustration. This is the idiosyncrasies of the English language. It's a book from Ecuadorian embassy. It's stamped in the front. And they've got a pile of books here with and underneath of it, a 10-storey building. Okay. We might be primitive here in the UK, but no, we do tend to use bricks nowadays. Never mind. Oh. Back of the... I just love that. That's actually a watercolour painting. I'm full of admiration for people that can do that. Mine end up in streaks, which works sometimes. That's an envelope, little mini one. That's the last of the collages. I hesitate to, they are complete bags, but obviously you've only got half on that page, but I do find that mine end up pretty stuffed full of stuff. And this one's actually of London. Some more young ladies at the seaside. I thought, whoever goes travelling, first aid, got to be done. It's out of a St John's book, although I'm not so sure about that triangular bandage, but there you go. Fara style. I can't read that one. It's in German, I think. As you can tell, I've had quite a bit of fun putting this together. More maps. I'm pretty sure these are supposed to be the Scottish Highlands, but I just think it's lovely. I like it when you can go out and be by yourself. Tuck spout. Some more of the dodgy looking airplanes. Oh, front of the beaver. They reintroduced these, albeit unintentionally, in Devon, not too far down the road from me, and they are going great guns, I have to say. It is good to watch them occasionally on the news. And the back page, my mark and Switzerland. Why Switzerland has got a merman and a mermaid with a bit of a goblin underneath, I'm not sure, but having been there, I have to say they are very civilised people. Wouldn't have thought prone to flights of fancy. Anyway, there you go, Fara. I know you wanted that on that, but I couldn't get it to look right. So consider the case as a bit of a freebie. Right, I will speak to you all later. You take care now. Bye.